They killed my doves, not by accident, not by storm. They called it a nuisance. They called it disease control. They called it necessary. They did not call it cruelty. The doves nested on my porch, white feathers in the morning light. My son taught them to eat from his hand. My mother stitched a tiny flag for the nest. We fed them crumbs after dinner. They were small governments of trust. One week they were there. The next week a silence sat on my steps. A notice said, "Birds removed." No apology, no explanation, just an empty corner. I kept finding feathers for days, each one a quiet accusation. They thought the problem solved. They thought they had reclaimed order. They did not know what the doves meant. They did not know the mornings they altered. They did not know how small kindness spreads. So I set a different kind of plan. Not to punish, but to answer with a presence. I would not bring harm. I would bring a story. I made shapes from old wire. I folded paper late into the night. I painted silhouettes black, each one a silhouette of a raven. Not alive, not caged, but visible. I strung them like lanterns. I placed them where their light would catch. I found a place that watched their office. The clubhouse roof was a stage. I mounted the first silhouette at dawn. It moved slightly in the wind, then another, then a dozen, then 100 black shapes hung like a rumor. Neighbors slowed down. Children pointed. The morning breeze set them whispering. Their shadows spilled over the parking lot. The HOA noticed. They called it an installation. They called it art with annoyance. Someone posted a photo online. The image spread like a small wind. People came to see. Older women clutched their purses and smiled. Teenagers took pictures for the feed. A gardener left a bouquet at the gate. Volunteers brought more silhouettes. They tied them to parasols and lampposts. The black shapes multiplied like thought. The next meeting was crowded. The board arrived under flapping shadows. The president tried to look stern. His face was lit from below by raven shapes. He coughed when someone mentioned the doves. No one could say whose idea it was. The silhouettes moved with the sun. From afternoon, they looked like real wings. From evening, they were ornaments of shadow. A child climbed a low wall and hung a paper dove. People began leaving feathers tied to the sign. A small protest formed with signs and songs. The local paper used the word mourning. The board softened in front of crowds. They called a meeting with tea and apologies. They issued a statement about policy review. They promised new protections for birds. They planted nesting boxes along the path. They painted a small mural of white wings. My son found a dove feather and smiled. The porch was quiet but different now. Would you have let them take your doves without answering?